Thank you very much, everybody, for your patience. We've managed to get all friends, family and guests into the hall, which is wonderful. Good morning. Welcome to the University of New England and the graduation ceremony for the awards in the Faculty of Science, Agriculture, Business and Law. Graduates, family, friends and the UNE community, may I ask you to now please stand for the entry of the academic procession and please remain standing to join us in singing the National Anthem. Thank you.
And so it goes, another lonely day. You're shaving time, but you're miles away. Your flowers drowning in some bitter tea, seeing lost opportunity. Find your mirror, go and look inside and see the talent you always hide. Don't go kid yourself, and not today. Satisfaction's not too far away. Hold on, now your exit's here. It's waiting just for you. Don't push too long, it's fading now. It's ending all too soon. You'll see. Soon you'll see. Your coffee's warm, but your milk is sour. Life is short, but you're here to flower. Dream yourself along another day. Never miss opportunity. Don't be scared of what you cannot see. The only fear is possibility. Never wonder what the hell went wrong. Your second chance may never come along. Hold on, now your exit's here. It's waiting just for you. Don't push too long, it's fading now. It's ending all too soon. You'll see. Soon you'll see. Soon you'll see, you'll see, you'll see. Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. I feel so incredibly lucky because we get to come in at the back and we walk down and we see this beautiful hall full of people celebrating you amazing people here today. It's a real privilege. You get to see the fabulous, colourful stage back here, but we get to see all of you. I feel so lucky. Thank you for being here. I'd like to start with an acknowledgement of country that I've been very generously taught by the Anawan elders just recently. Dangana Otila, Yakawunda, Kyunda, Anewanda Nina, Inja, Kyuna Anewan, Nyaka Kyuna Wangaka, Uitika Lanapura. Greetings. I am a white person living on Aniwan country. This here is Aniwan country. Let's all listen to and learn from country. Talk soon. In the spirit of reconciliation, I'd like to acknowledge the Aniwan people, the traditional custodians of this land, and give my very strong and heartfelt thanks to Larissa Ahoy, Elder-in-Residence Dr. Colin Ahoy, Uncle Steve Widders, Auntie Rose Lovelock, and Callum Clayton-Dixon for teaching me the acknowledgement so that I could share it with you today. I'd also like to pay respects to their elders, past and present, and I extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are present here today. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Sarah Pearson, and I'm the 10th Chancellor of UNE. It is my great privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony for the Faculty of Science, Agriculture, Business and Law. Welcome especially to you, our graduands. Welcome. And welcome to your family and your friends joining us to celebrate with you on this very, very special occasion, many of whom have travelled great distances to be here. Welcome also to our staff who are here today to share in the celebration of the achievement of your students. Thank you so much for your help and support. Such a great celebration for all of us. Students have done the hard yards, and you can now stop briefly and realise how much you have achieved. Supporters in all their forms, be they family or friends, and UNE staff who have taught, shepherded and nurtured you. I also welcome special guests, today's occasional address speaker, Jeremy Futrell, Vice-Chancellor and CEO, Professor Chris Moran, Ms. Cheryl Chant, today's Esquire Bedell, members of the UNE Council and executive staff. For those of you who don't know, I didn't know what an Esquire Bedell was and what their role was. They get to carry this amazing mace, and it's to protect me on the way in. It's quite a fearsome piece, so thank you, Cheryl, for doing that for me today. Graduation's a very special time for the university. They're an occasion when we celebrate the achievements of students and the attainment of your awards and degrees, and also acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the staff who've helped you to get this far. They're also a time when we can, as a university, honour those who've made a special contribution to the university, the local community, and society as a whole. For many of you, this may be your first time on campus. Welcome. We've had a couple of really beautiful sunny days. Today I saw the sun coming out as we came in. It's still very beautiful out there, and there's the lovely colours on the trees. I hope you get to enjoy it immensely, and that you come and you look at the campus and enjoy it. We hope this place will be one of significance for you, as it has been for generations of graduates and their families over the past 71 years. We're excited to share the campus with you on this special day. Please have a look around and enjoy what you see around here, and that your friends and family and your students, our students, have enjoyed when they've been here. I really love seeing students out and about when I come in. I drive up the drive to Boole, and I see students up on the hills doing wonderful sciencey things and environmental things up on the hills. It's so good to have this campus here. It's a really precious place to study. Whether you live on campus and enjoy it every day, or you come here for those awesome, amazing, intensive schools. Graduation ceremonies date back to the Middle Ages. So what we're doing today has been done for quite some time. They tend to be quite formal occasions. And at UNE, while we honour the traditions of graduation ceremonies, we try to make this day as warm and engaging as possible for graduands and everyone attending. Embrace it if it works for you. You know, a bit of pomp, a bit of ceremony, the fancy outfits. If you love that sort of thing, then really enjoy that today, because it does make it very different and special. But most importantly, really savour the moment as you receive your hard-earned award. Just remind yourself of the amazing journey you've been on to get to here today, how much work you've done and how proud you should be of yourselves, and I know that your friends and family are of you today. It's now my great pleasure to declare the ceremony open and to call upon Elder Uncle Steve Widders to make the welcome to country. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Dr. Pearson. Good morning, everybody. Steve Widders is my name, and I am the descendant of the local traditional custodians, called the Anawan people. A-N-A-I-W-A-N. You're in Anawan country here today, my ancestral home. Dr. Pearson just mentioned that a graduation is a traditional ceremony that goes back to medieval times. A welcome to country is a traditional ceremony that goes back thousands of years before that. In fact, roughly 65,000 years. And a welcome to country is done as a gesture of goodwill and friendliness, of peace, of hope, when Aboriginal people travel from one country to another country. Australia is made up of over 300 different countries, traditionally, and when Aboriginal people went for ceremony to a different country, they were made welcome in the gesture of friendship and goodwill. Today I continue that on behalf of the Anawan people. Firstly, I'd like to pay respect to the University of New England for the acknowledgement that we are on Aboriginal land and that our stories, ancestral land, on the ancestral land goes back many thousands of years. In Burlamimba, some of you, Professor Pearson mentioned Bool. For those of you who don't know, that's Burlamimba. The traditional building down the back here, which direction down there, sandstone building, built in the 1830s, I believe. That's very much part of the university, the administrative part of the university. Burlamimba is an Anawan word meaning place of wild apples. So there was wild apples growing there before the building was built. But in the library of that building, there was a window with some artwork on it. And so there's some words. And forgive me, please, Vice-Chancellor Chris, for me saying this. The word said, "Cease never to learn until thou cease to live," which means learn every day. And I combine that with one that my father said to me as a young man. He said, "My education was interrupted by my schooling." So they sort of mean the same things. We learn every day. Today I'm just going to give you a short welcome to country, and I hope you learn from what I say. A tradition that's been around for many thousands of years. I acknowledge that I'm on the ancestral land of my people, the Anawan. But I'd like to acknowledge that all of you here today, you're also on ancestral land of your people. Australians and those that are not here today, or all of us in the hall today, and those that are online and that are not present today, most of us Australian, we're all descendant from at least 4 groups of people. We could be Aboriginal, we could be convict, we could be migrant, or we could be refugee. All of us are descendant from at least one of those groups, perhaps more than one. So when I say ancestral land, I acknowledge that we're on the land of my ancestral land, the Aboriginal people, but we are also on the land of your ancestors. This is our land. This is the land that we share. Your ancestors are here, their stories are here, their history, their culture, their heritage, and their links with this land. As Australians, you as my fellow Australians, this is our land. This is one that we share. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to share it more. We need to understand the history of this country prior to 1788. the culture that was there then, and share it, understand it, embrace it, learn it. Many of us don't even know where we come from, who we are, why we are. Why are we Aboriginal? Why are we Australian? What is it that makes us Australian? Do we know our history about convicts, migrants, refugees? Do we understand that history and do we know it? Why are we Australian? Anyway, it's our land as Australians. So welcome to our land. And that's one important part that we all have to embrace and enrich and be enlightened about. It's our land as Australians. So I'm saying it today because you're on ancestral land of the Aboriginal people, which has many stories embedded in this land for thousands of years. Your stories are also embedded here. Don't ever forget where you come from. Don't ever forget that. Because if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. You lose direction. So to you, as my fellow Australians, I'd like to welcome you all here to our land, the land that we all have shared responsibility and shared stories. I'm going to do it in my Anaiwan language. And thank you, Professor Pearson, for acknowledging in language. See, Professor Pearson is leading the way here. And this is only her third graduation. She was only inducted on Thursday, so it's only her third graduation. So you're learning very well, Professor. That's what education's all about. But I really believe, as an Aboriginal person who's associated with the university, that we have a formidable leadership team in our Vice-Chancellor, Chris Moran, who's going to speak soon, and Dr. Pearson, and all the academic and council, and all of the people who sit behind me. They've supported all of you, graduates, today, and you know, I welcome you all, no matter whether you're a graduate or behind me as staff members, executive, or whatever. We all are part of the University of New England. And I must show pride as being a member of the staff here as well, in being part of an organisation that does what we do, do what we do in the way we do it. I might have got that mixed up there, but anyway. I'm going to welcome you in my language, and it means the land is safe, the land is comfortable. Feel safe and protected. Danganadaga, Dangandaga Wanga, Yaka Anaiwan no Yina, Inja Anaiwan Kiuna, Yaka Yina Inja Kiuna, Inja Nyambika Kiuna, Nyambika Orala, Altila Rakinya Inja Kiunda, Nata Mayrinyara, Nyambika Kiuna, Oitiga, Lanapura. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to whatever country you come from today in Australia. We all may know the towns that we come from, but as Australians, let's learn a bit about our history. What traditional land is our town on? And that would make the way a lot easier for our children, our grandchildren. And in saying that, I'd like to acknowledge our ancestors that have walked before us. Those people, our contemporaries, that walk with us now, and our descendants that will follow in our footsteps. And I say our. In our national anthem, which was just played, it said, "We are one and free." Welcome to our land, Australia. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Steve, for that warm and inclusive welcome to country. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, I now invite you to introduce today's special address speaker.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good morning, everybody. It's a bit of a shame we had to come inside, but hopefully you agree to be better than sitting out there in the cold and wind. We had graduation yesterday afternoon that gradually got chillier and chillier and chillier, and we very much felt for the students in particular. Uncle Steve, I believe that I understand the concept of welcome to country and its tradition, and I accept today your welcome with gratitude. I acknowledge that the place I've always known as Australia is to others, past and present, many places. The original 300 or more countries were formally delineated geographically, culturally and linguistically. I acknowledge that these cultures exist today and that their knowledges are held by today's custodians on behalf of future generations. I pay my respects to these knowledge holders, the elders of today and tomorrow. It's a wee bit solemn, isn't it, when we come in with all this wonderful clothing, with the music, and we have a procession, and there can be a bit of a sense we're almost in church. I went to the installation of a chancellor this week, and the same day I went to the installation of a bishop. And I can tell you without any shadow of a doubt, you're not in church. You're here to celebrate. You're here to celebrate these fine people in front of me here. So to the audience, we're nicely packed in here now into a very intimate circumstance, and I can tell you without any shadow of a doubt, if you yell out their name and what you feel about them, when they come up here, they can hear you. So feel free to yell your hearts out. Now, a wee bit of formality. The people sitting in front of me on the flat floor, they're known as graduands, A-N-D-S. In a little while, they'll be asked to stand, and then they'll be graduated, and then they'll sit, and then you go crazy. Because that is the moment that you're here for. That is the moment they graduate. And then, as I say, as each of them come forward to get their testimony, they will hear you. Now, this is all about me, because I get to sit over here and watch what happens to their face when they hear you. So it's very important that you let them hear your voice. Over the past year or so, we've had pretty interesting times in the university sector, both here and to some extent internationally. We've been asking ourselves the question, what's the work of a university? Why are we really here? We celebrated our 70th anniversary last year, and we want to ensure that this university can celebrate its 140th in 2094. Some people who helped me with these notes then wrote, I won't be here. Pessimists. We go on to think, though, could people look back to this period as the 20s? And could they say, the university made some good decisions in the 20s? They really did try to reset the university on a course for another great 70 years. We've been working on ideas. This place has always been unconventional. We don't have to guess it, we can read it. The people of this community who formed this university and brought leaders into this university, they knew why this university should be here. They wrote it down for our reading, and if you haven't read about it and you're interested, you'll find it very accessible. Madgwick, who was the first Vice-Chancellor of this university, was a very clear writer. No grand flowery language. He was a very direct man and wrote very clearly why this university was here. So we are drawing very heavily on that. We're drawing very heavily to go back to those roots and to re-establish for the 2020s and forward what a future view looks like of a university that was established with a very clear vision and a very clear reason. One thing I think should be absolutely stable, one thing I think that was in that vision is that the people like the people in front of us today, they came here with some kind of aspiration, some kind of dream. And the fundamental reason that we're here is to help you realise that, to help you get to that dream, to get to that aspiration. Some of you had to form perhaps that aspiration when you were here. Perhaps the people in the audience says, off to university, why am I going? You'll figure it out later. You'll be beginning to figure it out now. But those aspirations of yours are our reason. And I think today we can see evidence that we've helped you. You're coming here to graduate. It's what UNI's done for 70 years plus, helping people build knowledge and understanding so that they don't just aspire to more fulfilling lives, they get a chance to live them. We did it together, the exceptional people who collectively make this thing we call a university. You, us, and of course you. I know that for your part, and you're probably sitting here now thinking, phew, thank goodness, it's done. We can get out of here, we can celebrate. But I want to say, don't stop. Like Uncle Steve, I see that window in Bullabimba every time I put on this robe to come to graduation. Cease not to learn until thou cease to live. This place was destined to be a university. That house was built by people who didn't plan to give it over to become a university. It's unlikely that you can rest forever on the laurels we hand you today. Somewhere ahead, you'll again encounter the sort of imperative that launched you on the path to today's graduation ceremony. It may come from a still, small voice within. Go back to university. No, I can't. Go back to university. You need it. No. It'll be good. Go back to university. Okay, how do I do that? It may come from the cogs of the workplace. It may come where you're working, and for your career it becomes very clear what's next and where you should go to develop what's next. I want to talk about another voice. There's quite a strong voice in our society, quite broadly, that is speaking against education. Some leaders of our own country speaking against education in our country, against all clear evidence. All clear evidence is that if you take a university education pathway, you will be more wealthy, you will be more healthy, you will have greater well-being, and the communities and societies around you will as well. This is incontrovertible. The evidence is absolutely crystal clear. And here's an irony. Why do we hear those voices? We hear those voices for the very reason that the people in the positions for you to hear the voices are all university educated. That's why we hear them. So here's my question for you. What will your voice be about your education? I'm not after bragging rights, or maybe a little. I want you to think of what the value comes from the education. We can pull it apart. We're an imperfect institution. We're hopelessly imperfect leaders. And you can focus on that. Oh, my degree in this course, I didn't ever use that again. I couldn't find that again. Oh, why did I do that? Flip the coin. Flip the coin. What were the things you learned about? How did you learn to work with people? How did you learn to build and grow great relationships and friendships? And how did that link to the formal discipline knowledge? And how did that enable you to find those journeys forward? And are you prepared to voice that when others are saying, wouldn't it be good to have an Australian society, a nation with a dissembled higher education system? Their voices coming from leaders of our community. And I would ask you, where is your voice going to be in that as you use your education for your future life? To go out now and do the work you're newly qualified to do. But please come back, get re-equipped. And if we don't have here, if it doesn't seem to be here what you think you need next, tell us. We have to learn, we have to change, we have to improve, we have to adapt and adjust ourselves to what you will need in your futures. We can't just sit here any more than you can and sit here stable and stuck in the ways of the past. The only way is to learn. We should be here for the ways you want to learn, where you want to learn, and what you want to learn. But we can't know that from you as you move through your workplace and into your careers unless you tell us. So please think that through as well. How do you do that? Well, one very good way is to become an alum of the university. And in an hour or so, you'll have the opportunity to become an alumnus. We've got some ideas here about our future. Our alum are very much involved in our conversation about that. So those who are already in the workplace, 50, 60 years, those who are retired and are looking back at their own careers in our university, providing us all kinds of input. So we invite you to do that as well. Next week we start in earnest. So if you sign up today, you can come to the consultation workshops next week as experts on what the university should do in the future. Since UNE's first Vice-Chancellor, Sir Robert Madgwick, gave an occasional address speech in 1959 at graduation, this podium has been followed by hundreds of fascinating speakers. It may well be this one. Both UNE alumni and others who take the opportunity to impart their wisdom and experience on the graduating cohort. It is my great pleasure to introduce today's occasional address speaker, Mr. Jeremy Futrell, Commissioner of Fire and Rescue New South Wales. Jeremy is a leader who's dedicated his career to enhancing public safety and advancing the professionalism of fire and rescue services across our state and beyond. His passion for community safety and emergency service excellence is evident throughout his more than 2 decades of distinguished service, as is his laser-like focus on the culture of the people who provide those services to the whole community. Jeremy's journey includes a formative international firefighter exchange with the Merseyside Fire and Rescue Service in Liverpool, UK, and 7 impactful years serving regional New South Wales. His time at Dubbo Fire Station and across the Western Plains forged deep and lasting connections with both crews and communities. He's played a pivotal role in strengthening fire safety through his work in community safety, focusing on fire investigation and advancing research within Fire and Rescue New South Wales. As Capability Manager Firefighting, he shaped the strategic direction of aerial firefighting in New South Wales for the next 20 years through the development of the Aerial Appliance Strategy. And we all know in rural communities how incredibly important it is, the aerial support when we do have fire. Jeremy has also served in both Deputy Commissioner roles, that is Strategic Capability and Field Operations, before being appointed in October 23 as the 23rd Commissioner of the Fire and Rescue New South Wales. In this role, he continues to champion excellence in emergency response, prevention and education, ensuring that our fire services remain ready and resilient for the future, and the people who work in our fire services have the cultural capability to work with one another to do that in the best possible way. A strong advocate for community engagement, Jeremy has consistently emphasised the importance of empathy, compassion and technical excellence in the work of firefighters. His commitment to leadership is also reflected in his service as President of the Australasian Rescue Organisation and former President of the Institution of Fire Engineers, Australia Branch. Jeremy holds a Bachelor of Natural Resources from the University of New England and an MBA from Deakin University, for which we will forgive him. Importantly, this seems a distant person at the moment, but importantly, Jeremy is a father of 4 who met his wife, who completed a Bachelor of Education from the University of New England in the year 2000. They met at Albies. His father-in-law is a PhD from UNE on gifted and talented Indigenous children. Jeremy is a veritable UNE royalty. Chancellor, graduates, guests, I am honoured to introduce Commissioner Jeremy Futrell as your occasional address speaker this morning. Please give him a very warm welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Uncle Steve, thank you for the welcome to Anaiwan Country, and I acknowledge your elders past and present. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Council members, graduates and families, welcome and thank you for having me along today to be part of your ceremony. As a young student early in my studies, I remember observing the graduation ceremonies as they were held on the lawns out in front of Bulimimba and having a sense of its significance and drawing on that for motivation for me to continue with my studies. Then when it was my turn to be seated here with my academic gown and hat and receive my degree in front of my family, it meant so much. And I hope that today all of you have felt something like that sense of accomplishment, the payoff for all the hard work and the chance to share this moment and thank those loved ones who have supported you through the journey. It is a significant achievement and one worthy of celebration, and my congratulations to all of the graduates here today. Today marks the completion of one journey and the commencement of another as you move into pursuing your careers, working or undertaking further studies. It is an exciting time because while you might have a sense of the direction that you are going to take, you don't necessarily know where that journey is going to end up. What you do know is that the qualifications that you have gained will provide you with opportunities that you may not have otherwise had, either directly in your field of study or elsewhere. It also places on you a responsibility to think broadly about how you can apply the skills and knowledge that you have acquired to give back to society. Just recently, at an Australian and New Zealand emergency management meeting, the Australian Disaster Resilience Index, which was developed here at the University of New England in partnership with Natural Hazards Research Australia, was discussed. This research has developed the first national snapshot of disaster resilience. It helps local governments, national and state governments, and emergency services improve their community's resilience to natural hazards. It enables organisations to tailor programs and policies that strengthen disaster resilience from national, state and local levels, right down to individual communities. This is the kind of real-world impact you can have. Academic study and research is about addressing the problems of today and preparing for those of tomorrow, including many things that we cannot yet even imagine. With the pace of change and innovation, you are likely, through the course of your careers, to be dealing with many things that we haven't even developed yet. Through my work with Fire and Rescue New South Wales, I'm fortunate to see both sides, the academic research and its practical application. One of my previous roles was with our Fire Investigation and Research Unit. This unit specialises in determining fire causes and liaises closely with police and other investigators. Importantly, the unit also conducts research into fire and the behaviour of people and buildings during fire and the associated impacts on performance-based building design. This information is then used by fire engineers, fire code reform bodies, tertiary organisations, fire services and designers of fire safety systems. The unit also focuses on faulty equipment and appliances that are in use in the community. Now, currently, lithium-ion batteries are the fastest growing fire hazard in New South Wales, with our firefighters dealing with the lithium-ion battery fire every day. This is not an issue, though, that we can effectively deal with from a firefighting perspective alone. As a result, we are partnering with Fair Trading, the Environment Protection Authority, Transport for New South Wales, the Building Commission and others to tackle this challenge holistically. This is a strong example of the extremely impactful and life-saving difference that the application of science and research, along with policy development and collaboration, can have in today's increasingly complex environment. Skills that your cohort of graduates take out into the world today. The transition to cleaner energy comes with significant opportunities, but also with significant obligations to ensure safety. We need to do all we can to make new energy sources safe as well as being sustainable. Fire and Rescue is currently leading a collaborative research program on the safety of alternate and renewable energy technologies, partnering with other services, government agencies, universities and other research institutes from around the world. While the focus for Fire and Rescue New South Wales on energy is agnostic, we're primarily focused on ensuring the safety of the community, working to make sure that clean energy is also safe energy, and this research is a crucial part of that adaptation. Now, it was once thought and hoped that engineering innovations would engineer and eradicate fire from the built environment. I don't need to tell you that that has not happened. Instead, today, with developments in other areas, we have more fire risks in buildings than ever before. And incidents such as the Grenfell Tower fire tragedy in London, where 72 people died in a 24-storey building when combustible cladding caught fire, is the starkest of reminders of the challenges that can emerge. But we can actively help prevent such tragedies by proactively addressing emerging safety risks that come with the rapid innovation in technology and the built environment, and ensuring that an ethical and professional approach is applied. That prevention and improvement in safety will be best achieved through the application of knowledge by people such as yourselves. The innovation that occurs may mean that your knowledge is used in ways that we haven't yet anticipated, but the foundation that your education provides is what will enable you to meet these challenges. My Bachelor of Natural Resources degree has proven to be useful, even if not applied exactly as it was originally intended. From shaping public safety policy through fire research, dealing with air and water pollution concerns from major fires in chemical recycling facilities, working with colleagues in the Environment Protection Authority on contamination issues. My understanding of physics and water engineering has helped me extinguish fires more effectively. My understanding of thermodynamics and hydraulics also helped as well. To understand radiation properties and risks enabled our firefighters to work safely when they deployed following the earthquake and tsunami and subsequent nuclear reactor incident in Japan, which meant that we were one of only a few international teams who provided assistance to Japan in their time of need. In this case, not only saving lives, but having long-term strategic geopolitical impacts. Subjects like soil and water engineering, water and wastewater engineering, remote sensing and GIS have all been directly relevant to my operational and management roles. Now, standing in front of a group of some of our finest, smart and competent graduates, it would be remiss of me to not make a recruitment plug. I recently attended one of our recruit firefighter graduations, and the extremely diverse backgrounds of our firefighters included people coming from backgrounds in nursing, architecture, science, finance, teaching, trades, policing, the military and childcare, just to name a few. As you head out into the workforce, consider the rewarding contribution that you could make to your community as a full-time firefighter, or if you're wanting to work in your area of study and living in regional New South Wales as a part-time paid firefighter. Our firefighters, our on-call firefighters are part-time and respond to emergency incidents from their home or work. All of our firefighters, though, are highly skilled and trained in preventing and reducing risk and potential loss of life and property, working closely with communities to increase safety, undertaking all manner of rescues, dealing with hazardous materials incidents, and assisting other agencies with medical emergencies and large-scale natural disaster events. No matter what the qualification you may have gained today, we have a use for you in Fire and Rescue New South Wales. Now, it's not all about recruitment. So, whatever that is aside, and whatever path you take from here, I hope that you will use your degree to make a real-world difference. Whether that is making sure our agricultural production is able to be sustainable to feed and clothe the world, improving our environment, undertaking scientific research, or making sure that our businesses are well run and profitable. Wherever it takes you, I trust you will be able to look back fondly at your time at UNE and appreciate the value that an opportunity to learn in a regionally based, world-class institution provided. All the best for your futures and enjoy your journey.
Jeremy, thank you so much for that absolutely fascinating and inspiring speech. Inspiring from several perspectives for myself. One, it is so brilliant, and I think staff have been waiting for me to say that word, it's so brilliant to hear of the impact that UNE research is having on the world, making it a safer, better place. What a wonderful thing to celebrate. But also inspiring for you in terms of what is now before you. You've got wonderful qualifications and they can open up the entire world for you in ways that you had never dreamed of. So Jeremy, that was really fantastic. Thank you so much. Before we're going to go on with the ceremony, we're going to have a special musical interlude to celebrate this momentous occasion. Please join me in welcoming the talented duo, August West.
Calm and land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me? Oh, won't you stand by me? Stand by me, stand by me. with the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me? Oh, won't you stand by me? Stand by me, stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me? Oh, won't you stand by me? You stand by me, you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me? Oh, won't you stand by me? You stand by me, you stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, won't you stand by me? Oh, won't you stand by me? You stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me.
Thank you so much for a wonderful performance, and thank you for the first person who's getting themselves ready to cheer for our graduands and graduates. I now invite the Chair of Academic Board, Professor Adrian Walsh, to present the candidates for their degrees.
Would the graduands please stand? Chancellor, I submit to you a list of candidates as set out in the program who have completed all requirements and are entitled to be admitted to their respective academic degrees and awards.
In the name of the Council, we have a few here. We have Jan, the Deputy, we have Chris, we have Adrian, we have Coast. So we have a few of us here. So in the name of the Council, and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit these candidates for their respective academic degrees and awards.
Would the graduates please be seated? Would the graduates also receiving the New England Award please stand? Chancellor, the New England Award is granted to selected graduates who have demonstrated outstanding service to the university and wider community and commitment to others. It's a non-academic award given by the university in recognition of the skills, attributes, leadership and personal qualities that are developed through extracurricular activity, committed membership, voluntary work and good citizenship.
Through your actions to achieve the New England Award, you have shown yourself to be high-achieving, proactive and outward-looking members of the university community. UNE is proud of the relationships you have developed with many organisations across Australia as a result of your efforts. And on behalf of the Council and the UNE community, I extend to you our thanks and our sincere congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the graduates who are also receiving a Vice-Chancellor's Scholar Award please stand? Yep, great. Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor's Scholar Award is granted to selected bachelor's or master's degree graduates who are graduating with a grade point average of 6.7 or higher. It's granted to recognise the achievements of our most academically high-achieving students.
By achieving the Vice-Chancellor's Scholars Award, you have shown yourself to be a hard-working, disciplined, smart and all-round awesome member of the university community, and with a determination to succeed. Congratulations. On behalf of the Council and uni community, I extend our hearty congratulations.
Please be seated. Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you all of those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy who are able to be present at this ceremony. Now, just one thing, I'm going to read the name and then the title of their doctorate, and just wait until that, after the title, before we clap, maybe, if that's okay, because it's a lot of work that these people have done, and it's worth listening to what it was that they spent a large proportion of recent life doing. So, all right, Fuji Astuti, assessment of the role of food safety and hygiene to support the improvement of traditional slaughter practice in Indonesia. Matt Peter Ballog, towards content-aware personal electronic records management at home. Mitchell Stephen Buster, optimising Fusarium crown rot management in bread and durum wheat. Christian James Duff, understanding and improving genetics for meat quality in beef cattle. Anne Marguerite Harkness Hamilton, a missed opportunity, statutory review of the EPBC Act through the lens of meta-governance. Prathini Punyakumari Jayasakara, causation and improved epidemiological understanding of major clinical syndromes constraining goat production in Lao PDR. Emmanuel Kwakamanu, essays on financial development, environmental regulations, technology, natural resources and renewable energy. Empirical insights from environmental sustainability in sub-Sahara Africa. Sarah Safdar, influence of augmented reality and customer service failures in transforming consumers' attitudes and behaviours in online shopping. Mayad Assad Entori, discovery and analysis of lightweight S-boxes using memetic algorithms. Chancellor, I now have the honour to invite the Dean of the Faculty of Science, Agriculture, Business and Law, Professor Sujana Adapa to present those graduates newly admitted to postgraduate awards who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honor to present to you those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Master, Graduate Diploma, and Graduate Certificate from the Faculty of Science, Agriculture, Business and Law. Master of Business Administration, Sarah Jane Bartlett. Stephen Daniel. Ara Ekmekzian. Jessica Finch. Desiree Wingengford. Joseph Grice. Jessica Elizabeth Mizzy Buckley. Mauricio Roca Aravilaga. Master of Business Administration, Data and Cyber Management, Christopher Allen Drake. Somaskantan Sivalingam. Master of Business Administration International, Zareen Ann Bors Bryanis. Osasium Ben Yuagabo. Master of Data Science, Nasiba Annie. Spiros Cortes. Elina Shrestha. Ritesh Shrestha. Sanjay Kumar Siva. Boone Tek. Master of Economic and Regional Development, Maxine Deborah Lond. Master of Economics, Marcus Meany. Master of Environmental Science and Management, Sujata Baruwal. Brent Simon Cloak. Zhao. Master of Human Resource Management, Zoe Dean Selvinelli. Master of Information Technology, Vijaya Shrestha. Master of Laws, Victor Hune. Thomas Alfred Hayward Williams. Master of Neuroscience, Carl Mebereko. Master of Neuroscience and Education, Miriam Avery. Amy Melissa McComb. Master of Professional Accounting, Kushal Dahal. Riya Mahajan. Sama Shrestha. Tijo Thomas. Master of Science in Agriculture, Simisola Oluwa Oyebimpe Adioye. Inam Ul Haq Atif. Mamta Gaire. Puspa Kandal. Julian A. Brosario Navelta. Oladuni Eniola Omaya. Isaac Clark Palmer. Soviet Parajuli. Hafizuddin Sheikh. Master of Strategic Organizational Development and Human Resource Management, Michelle Edgar. Graduate Diploma in Financial Planning, Nicole Bendai. Graduate Certificate in Agriculture, Katie Jewel Daly. Graduate Certificate in Business, Joseph Russell Monroe. Graduate Certificate in Environmental Science, Daniel Karen Dexter. Chancellor, I now have the honor to invite the head of the School of Science and Technology, Professor Philip Fowry, to present those graduates newly admitted to undergraduate awards who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor with Honours, Bachelor, and those graduates awarded the Advanced Diploma and Diploma from the School of Science and Technology. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Zachary Pullett, First Class. Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Abigail Beth Christian. Diane Hood. Mariana Rocchio Orellana. Haley Jade Whitehill. Bachelor of Computer Science, Luke Kibbett. Bartholomew Jason Stolarek. Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science, Andrew Stephen Kirk. Dylan James Mandrick. Bachelor of Science, Joshua Alejandro. Andrea Mele. Advanced Diploma in Science, Nungukwele Zitelo Moyo. Diploma in Information Technology, Isaac Robert Bowen. Diploma in Science, Katrina Peel. Koki Takamuro. Hayden Thomas Usher. Chancellor, I now have the honour to invite the Head of School of Environmental and Rural Science, Professor Carl Van Ness, to present those graduates newly admitted to the undergrad awards who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor with Honours, Bachelor, and those graduates awarded the undergraduate certificate from the School of Environmental and Rural Science. Bachelor of Animal Science with Honours, Jara Rose Ransom, second class, Division 1, also receiving the New England Award. Bachelor of Rural Science with Honours, Karen Joy Davison, first class. Natalie Alexandra Sawyer, first class, also receiving the Vice-Chancellor's Scholar Award. Holly Dean Miller, second class, Division 1. Holly Gloria Newsom, second class, Division 1, also receiving the New England Award. Holly Jane Spears, second class, Division 1, also receiving the New England Award. Bachelor of Agriculture, Bachelor of Business, Nicholas John Elkhorn. Jack William Gregory Bowery. Daniel Curtis. William Robert Gordon. Claire Catherine Harpley. James Collyshaw Macaulay. Braith James Road. Matthew Andrew Sands. Bachelor of Agriculture, Kieran Jordan Andretta. Isaac David Brown. Grace Judith Collins. Thomas Burt Johnston. Dior Ignatius Roa. Chelsea Lee Stevenson. Isabel Kathleen May Wallace, also receiving the New England Award. Bachelor of Animal Science, Miranda Eva McGuffick. Bachelor of Environmental Science, Lisa Ann Collins. Mitchell Lee Grieve. Anne Maples. Melissa Ann Platts, also receiving the Vice-Chancellor's Scholar Award. Bachelor of Geoscience, Colleen June Aldrich Hurigan. William James Carberry. Thomas Harold Field. Nathaniel James Henderson. Yvette Helen van der Kar. Kira Woodward. Bachelor of Rural Science, Samuel Robert Page. Annabelle Phoebe Thompson. Bachelor of Zoology, Gemma Julie Patricia Crowhurst. Ivy Garrick. Jaden Hugh McGinty. Robert William James Swain. Undergraduate Certificate in Animal Studies, Lisa Connaughton. Undergraduate Certificate in Life and Earth Studies, Ebony Reese Gallagher. Chancellor, I now have the honour to invite the head of the UNE Business School, Professor Renato Villano, to present those graduates newly admitted to the undergraduate awards who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I have now the honor to present those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor with Honors in Bachelor and those awarded the diploma from the UNE Business School. Bachelor of Agricultural and Resource Economics. Hugh Oliver McCormack, second class Division I Honors, also receiving the New England Award. Bachelor of Accounting, Vanessa Kate Anderson. Bachelor of Agribusiness, Laura Rose Elworthy. Jessica Grace Foley. Nicholas Craig Gibson. Max Benjamin Kavanagh. Rosemary Alice McNair. Bridie Ryan. Bachelor of Business, Lindsay Marie Fraser. Nathaniel Reese Fairbairn Glacier. Chin Jia Yi. Di Xin Leong. Olivia Ellen Main. Melanie Louise Miller. Jake Edgil Moen. Kelly Emma Russell. Sarah Caitlin Veitch. Catherine Elizabeth Webster. Jacqueline White. Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting, Natalia Koroteva. Bachelor of Commerce and Financial Planning, Luke Dallas Dunstan. Bachelor of Economics, Sophie Rose Davidson. Harry Lean, also receiving the Vice Chancellor's Scholar Award. Bachelor of Organizational Leadership, Lachlan Jasper Clark. Stephen Paul Davis Griffith. Jacob Edward Hartley. Diploma in Business, Karen Jane Portolan. Chancellor, I now have the honor to invite the head of School of Law, Professor Mark Perry, to present those graduates newly admitted to the undergraduate awards who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honor to present to you those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor with Honors, Bachelor, and those graduates awarded the Advanced Diploma, Diploma, and Undergraduate Certificate from the School of Law. Bachelor of Law with Honors, Hugh Marshall, First Class, also receiving the University Medal and the New England Award. Emily Ruth Perrins, First Class. Peter Jean Waller-Bryant, Second Class, Division 1. Matthew Fennell, Second Class, Division 2, also receiving the Bachelor of Agriculture. Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of Laws, Alexandra Canning. Bachelor of Criminology, Bachelor of Laws, Ashley Louise Baird. Nadine Casson. Bachelor of Laws, Angelica Ashita Ara. Ellen Angela Arena Mikak. Jonathan Andrew Beard. Adele Bridget Berry. Benjamin Braga. Leanne Jane Breen. Georgia Ashley Burgess. Menu Chen. Patricia Margaret Selo. Jade Elise Davies Iverson. Larissa Jane Deacon. John Charles Dowling. Hannah Fernie. Ella Fisher. Paul Rodney Foat. Trent Leon Gilbert. Alexandra Louise Harvey. Christy Lee Hoffman. Zilla Chandel Amethyst Iwi Carl Luxford. Jason Werner Kemper. Matthew Kitchener. Yu Liu. Matthew Anthony McAlpine. Jennifer McLaughlin. Kirsty Lee Naden. Brian Panaset. Bo Reynolds. Zoe Madeleine Ricketts. Nicole Ann Ronfeld. Loretta Shellbach Kana. Saul Raymond Standerwick. Denise Toko. Grace Stephanie Tully. Advanced Diploma in Legal Studies, Tiane Becker. Tiana Becker. Sorry, that was that one. Marcia Simbukis, receiving the Bachelor of Laws. Diploma in Paralegal Studies, Samara Trinity Bovis. Brooke Lee Grootmaat. Undergraduate Certificate in Paralegal Studies, Rebecca Devlin. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the Faculty of Science, Agriculture, Business and Law to graduates who are able to be present at this ceremony today.
Thank you. I now invite Hugh Marshall, Bachelor of Laws with Honours, to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Council members, local elder, distinguished guests, academic staff, fellow graduates, family and friends. I have the great honour to have been asked to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of my fellow graduates. It seems only appropriate to start by saying a big thank you to the UNE staff of all kinds. To the lecturers and tutors who put so much time and effort into delivering the content each week and answering our questions, which they steadfastly assured us were not stupid. Thank you. To the unit coordinators, who had to do a lot of unseen and thankless work to ensure that our unit ran smoothly, thank you. To the markers, who probably found reading our papers as much of a chore as we found it was to write them, thank you for your much abused efforts. To the IT team, the exams team, and others who calmly and professionally helped us out of our distresses, thank you. To the library staff who helped us with research advice, textbook loans and so much else, thank you. To members of all other student support services, thank you very much. To all other administrators, committee members and other staff who do such incredible work behind the scenes, supporting the academic staff and students in every way imaginable, who do their best to ensure that everything runs smoothly. We might not know who you are or what you do, but everything for the most part ran like clockwork. So we are very, very grateful to you. I also want to acknowledge and thank the students involved with various forms of student support. Groups like the Student Services and PASS at UNE with its weekly peer-assisted study sessions have been an immense help to a lot of students and have done a lot to foster an ongoing ethos of collegiality for which UNE has such a good reputation. Lastly on this list, a special thanks to those who have coordinated this event and those who are helping today. Over the series of UNE graduations, I think there are a lot of students, and maybe one or two members of staff, who've been saved a lot of embarrassment because of the kind people who've pointed them in the right direction to head up onto the stage. Some of us here today, including myself, studied at UNE during the COVID lockdowns. It was a stressful time, and sometimes students' frustrations boiled over in the weekly discussions. In my own experience, I have nothing but praise for how the staff conducted themselves during these episodes. The lockdowns hit a lot of universities very hard, as students couldn't come in person. UNE's online systems, however, meant our courses could carry on, in many ways almost as usual. I was intrigued to learn that in the mid-1960s, a committee of the Australian Universities Commission recommended that universities should not offer distance education. UNE's first Vice-Chancellor, Sir Robert Madrick, successfully fought to prevent this from ever taking force. In light of the COVID saga, he would have every reason to feel a certain quiet satisfaction with his achievement. Some people find online study isolating, but I never found it so at UNE. On the contrary, the friendly debates and banter in tutorials and past sessions led to some very firm friendships between rather unlikely companions. I've seen students from opposite sides of the country and with very different backgrounds become best friends with people they would not have met except through online study. On the subject of friends, we all owe an enormous debt to our family and friends who have supported us throughout the degree. You have put up with our peculiar schedules, our absent-mindedness during assignments, and many of you have done a wonderful job trying to look interested while we rabbited on about some niche topic we were trying to get our heads around. To all family and friends present, and any watching the recording, thank you very, very much for all you've done. And we hope you realise just how proud we are of you today. To my fellow graduates, I have no further inspirational wisdom than anything that's been offered today, but as you progress throughout your lives, congratulations on your achievement and best wishes for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hugh, for such a thoughtful thank you. A university wouldn't be a university without students, but it also wouldn't be a university without the staff, and I particularly appreciated you thanking all the people that have helped. It takes a village to raise a child, it takes a whole city to raise students and help everything work the way it does. So thank you so much for that. And as you said, it takes all of your friends and family to make all this real. That was really beautiful. Thank you. Congratulations to you. It was wonderful giving you the medal. That was really special. So congratulations on that. And congratulations to all the graduates on our graduation day. You are now part of the UNE family. And I encourage you, to stay connected with us in the years ahead. Some of you might want to do more study. You might not be thinking of that today, but you might think of it in the future. Encouraging your friends and family maybe to come here and study with us. You might want to engage with it through the alumni events and activities, or keeping up with the news about the amazing impact, as we heard today, about what our staff are doing in the world. And I would love to hear from you about the impact that you're having in the world when you walk out of this place. If you have not already done so, I encourage you to visit the alumni tent and register your interest in receiving information about our progress and achievements, as well as upcoming events and activities that you might like to attend. I wish you all the very best with your careers ahead, and I look forward to hearing the difference UNE has made to your world and the difference that you make, be that to yourself, your family, your community, or even broader than that. The world really has just opened up wide the opportunities available to you, and I'm thrilled that UNE has been a part of your journey. Thank you for being with us. Now you get to do a bit of clapping, because I would now like to ask our graduates to acknowledge the great contribution made by your family and friends and others. And I'm going to ask you, I think this is what I do that, is I do that now? Yes, to stand up, turn around and face your fabulous supporters, and we're all going to give them a big clap. So let's give them a big clap. You can stay standing up here, because I've got another little favour to ask. I will say it's been so lovely hearing everyone being so heartfelt, happy for you all. I've tried not to listen to all of it because it brings me to tears. It's just really touching how much you love and support these people in front of you. Anyway, we're going to do something a little bit unusual. You may have noticed we did a lot of toffing with the hats. Well, if you've got a hat on, you might as well do something with it. And we thought it'd be a bit of, be interesting to see if it worked today. I think it did. As you came up, I certainly really enjoyed looking you in the eyes and toffing hats. But we're going to do something else with them right now. I'm going to ask you in a moment to launch your hats high into the air, not just in celebration of what you've achieved, but as a symbol of what lies ahead. Now, you will need to bear in mind that you're going to have to retrieve your hat. So please make it catchable. Now today, it's not only you who are launching those hats, it is your university, UNE, launching you into careers, into service, into creativity and leadership, into the world that is waiting for all that you are and all that you will become. Now, if you could turn and face that way, because we love seeing you, but these are the wonderful people that matter most, so turn and face that way. And when I get to 3, you're going to send them soaring, but remember, you've got to catch them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, calling you back to the front. I hope you can feel free to sit down. I hope you all continue to enjoy the wonderful atmosphere which graduation creates, and that you will all take advantage of the various hospitality and entertainment options available today. Thank you for joining us to celebrate here. I now declare the ceremony closed, and I ask the congregation to please stand for the academic anthem, Gaudeamus Igitur. And after the anthem, the newly admitted graduates are going to be invited to follow the procession out. Have a lovely afternoon and enjoy your celebrations.
I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. I couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that kills me me, makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. I feel your love and I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is a four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Oh, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that bold, and I don't think the world is sure. Just doing what we're told, and I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. Couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that drowns me makes me wanna fly. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. So no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. We'll be counting stars. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn. Sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn. Sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn. Sink in the river, the lessons I learned.
Thank you very much. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine's here, you can take a break. I want hot air alone, I can go to space. With the air like I don't care, babe, by the way. Because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm clap along if you feel like happiness is your truth. Because I'll clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'll clap along if you know that's what you wanna do. You come bad news talking this night.